Hey YouTube, this is Josh at Tier 1 Survival here. Today I was going to shoot a video on getting clean or fresh drinking water near a river source, but as you can see behind me, the river's up a little high. We've had a lot of rain here recently and up north. So the river is actually quite a bit up. You can see it's only maybe about 5 feet from where I'm standing to the water, and there's usually about another 10 feet to the bottom of those trees, and then the river's even about 5 feet lower than that. So the river's up quite a bit, but so we'll try and get a video out next week or here in a few days on more water procurement, different. I'm out here close to the Platte River out at my grandpa's, and here's the ditch and how full it is. It's actually gone down in the past hour or so. But last night he told me that the water was actually up on the road. As you can see, some of the mud right there. So, but unfortunately you're gonna have to wait till the river goes down before I can do the part of the video that I want to do. So this. Alright YouTube, so I said I wasn't going to do a video, but I got home and I was bored and I got thinking, I said, you know, I've never done a fire bow set, so I figured I'd give it a try. So I've kind of gotten some of my materials together. This right here is going to be my fire bow. I still got to put the string on it. This little piece here I found in the fire, and this end more than likely is probably going to be my spindle, but I thought this piece worked out pretty awesome. And then some dead grass that I mowed. And over here I'm actually creating, right here I'm actually is going to be, I guess it's where your spindle goes in. I cut out a little V notch in here and your spindle goes in there, and so I'm going to split this in half and then I'll start carving away at it. And I got my knife, like always, so what you know what I do. Now just to split this in half, I'm just going to take another stick, actually just bang on the top of my knife. This wood is actually pretty hard. It's been dead for a long time, but it's been up in the tree, so it's never really rotted. So I think this will be good for my tinder bundle for the hearth piece. So this one looks really thin. I don't know how well it'll work, but I'm gonna try with this piece first, and then if not, we'll go to the bigger piece. So right now I'm just gonna kind of notch out a spot in here, and once I get that notched out, then I'll kind of just drill a hole with my knife for the spindle. But I've never done fire bow or any primitive fire starting. I've always done flint and steel, or matches, or a lighter, but I think it's a great skill to learn, especially when you don't have the materials, a flint and steel or a lighter. But for my string, I am using 550 cord, so I think that should be good. But I always have 550 cord. I've got a bracelet that's 550 cord, and we'll see how this works out. I don't know, but all you can do is try. This is actually a live tree that I got. It's got a little bit of a curve to it, but so being live, it'll have, you know, a little bit more flexibility in it than compared to something dead. Alright, I don't know if you can hear that, but that's pretty tight. So there's my spindle. Ah, one more piece I forgot. I need something to be on to put on top of the spindle. Maybe this piece of the bark that fell off will work. So like this, maybe. I don't know. One of these rocks would probably work really well. Try and find a smoother one. So, all right. Let's give this a try. One more thing I almost forgot to grab. I need to get the grass. There's that. Top rock. I need something to kind of catch the ember, because what it's supposed to do is it's rubbing back and forth all that dry, that ember dust that's coming off my spindle is going to actually collect. It'll collect right here in this little notch. If it gets hot enough, you'll have an ember, and then that's when you put it into your grass. So get that ready. Now I've got to find something to put that on. So one piece I forgot. So, do is just maybe set it up there like that. Use that that empty shell bark that I was going to use for the top of the spindle. So I got the paracord a little too tight. All right, I got it. That is really tight. Might be a little too tight. Well, it started to spin a little bit. So I've decided that that one stick, my spindle was probably a little too thick. It wasn't quite getting down there. So I went back to the tree where I got my hearth from and broke off some of the straighter, smaller twigs about this size. I think it'll work a little bit better. And right now I'm just kind of shaving it down to a little bit of a point, so I have something to actually sit in the hole that I've peeled, that I've made in the hearth. So like I said, this is my first ever attempt at fire by friction, so or even a spindle fire. That should be good right there. So now we'll go back to this, the baseboard. Kind of just make this hole just a little bit bigger. This is probably why I stick with matches and a lighter or flint and steel. But it's a good skill to have and to learn. So hopefully I can achieve my goal today of making fire by spindle, fire bow. So we shall see. But let's see. Hopefully that'll be small enough. Alright. There's that. Here's this. I think I need to break this off, and the stick's not exactly that straight, so that was my hand. Oh, nice. Yep, see, first casualty right there. That's probably why too. Well, guess we could do a video on first aid if that doesn't work out. That is bleeding pretty good. Well, let me go clean this up and get a band-aid, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back here. Fixed up my little finger there. But I was trying to get that little curve out of my spindle and actually broke it down and made it a lot shorter. So, I don't know if this is going to work out any better or what. Les Stroud, if you're watching this, I feel your pain. Have all your videos that you went through where you did fire by friction and it took forever. I know exactly what you're going through right now, so kudos to you, man. Alright, so I readjusted, made the hole a little bit bigger, sharpened my point just a little bit. Let's see what... I think I need a longer stick. I'm not giving up on this thing yet. You know what? I think I know what my issue is. This is all round smooth. There's nothing for the top to stick into. So we're going to split this or carve a notch into it. Alright, I think we're back in business. I went to a little bit thicker top piece and I actually kind of notched it. Well, it's starting to get there. why they tell you in Boy Scouts always be prepared, so you don't have to do something like this. Just slow and steady. Way off. Of course not. Looks like a lot of it is just staying down in there. Not building up. Well, we're getting there. Close but no cigar on that one. It actually was starting to smoke on the top too. If you can see, there's a burn on that one. Shoot, maybe bigger surface area might work. I don't know. But we're going to stay with the bottom one for now. So, but I'm not giving up on this until I see flames in that grass, or until it gets dark. See that? I did it. Now let's see if we can get a fire going. Alright. Okay, well, so I actually, I had pretty good coal going there. I mean, as you can see, it burned there. I couldn't get the grass yet, but as I was doing that, my memory card was full up. So, excuse me, we're gonna give it a try again. I found out using this bigger side actually works a lot better. I mean, I got a flame and a good ember on it pretty quick. So, hey YouTube, it's Josh again here. Unsuccessful today, but I definitely got a little ember going and was able to get some of that bark to burn. So I think it's a success for my first attempt, but I'll definitely need more practice. And as always, this is Josh with Tier 1 Survival. Stay prepared.